Woo! That was a doozy. Okay, I'm back, apparently. If you're watching this video, like, for the first time, you're gonna say, like, where, doesn't matter. I just did another recording, so anyway, let's treat this as a freshly new recording. Okay, so hello, I am Alex, also known as NibletK on the internets. Welcome to a VlogTime session. And in this one, we're going to be talking about my other failed attempts, I would say. Not really failed attempts in the way that you would think, because I didn't fail in making the video. I just think that my reasoning or my thought process behind that, what I was trying to do, was in a way false. Why I'm saying in a way, I mean, even if I don't get to, let's say I start off in point A and try to get to point C, right? Why did I say point C? Well, because I'm leaving point B as somewhere in the middle. Why is point B so much more important than point C? Well, point C is a good long distance goal that you would like to strive for, but as long as you started off at point A and got to point B, you did something. You got somewhere. You started off from point A, you actually went off and did something. So you went out and did it, and you got somewhere. You got to point B. Now, from point B to point C might never happen, but you're still going to be happy that you actually managed to do something that got you to point B from point A. So whenever it is that you're starting something, be it a project, be it like a love letter, I don't even know, send it, right? At least you did that. You got there. You might never get a response back, you might not get the response you want back, but at least you did something, right? And doing those kind of things actually helps you progress, and it makes you be better at whatever it is that you're striving for or doing. So in my point, so my situation, I started doing a couple of videos about Hearthstone, in particular about Hearthstone packs. Now, I talked about Hearthstone pack codes that should be implemented inside of the Blizzard, game, I don't know, launcher, I guess, and giving us the option to buy codes that we can then choose to give away or use for ourselves or give our friends. Now, for me, that seems like a good idea, and I'm really happy about me explaining that idea and putting it out there. I mean, I did something, I learned something from it, and I got feedback. The feedback was a little bit more, let's say, not as positive as you hope for every time you do something. You hope for positive feedback because you think your idea is good, or you want, someone to pat you on the back and say, hey, that's really cool. But sometimes there are going to come these moments where you might end up doing something that is not that great, or something that people are not going to agree on, which is perfectly fine, because that is how we evolve, right? We can have a mature conversation, and no person should be the same, and each and every individual person should have their own opinions, and that is how democracy works, I guess. I don't know, but that's besides the point. So I've been told that's not really such a good idea, and I shouldn't really try pushing it that way, which I was finding a little bit amusing. I wanted to do one of those videos like each and every day as a little, hey, today is like the 1900th time I'm gonna say Hearthstone pack codes might be a good thing, so just think about it. I'm not gonna stop until I get those codes, Yeah, I thought that was funny. It might even be funny. But one, it takes a lot of time. Two, I might get nowhere. Which is okay. I would still learn into doing something consistently, right? Sticking with it and all that. I would still have a lot of things to take out of as a positive from that experience. However, I should take, so I've been pointed out, I should take a little bit into consideration about what it is that actually Blizzard might think of that, or how it inflicts, you know, how it offends, or maybe something like that. I don't know. How it resonates with Blizzard. And the fact that they might actually never do that, and that's not really such a good influence, or I'm not finding the right word for it, but it's effectively not as good marketing basically towards Blizzard or for Blizzard to do such things. So I took a lot of time off, I guess, and I thought a lot about stuff in general, and pretty much I came to the conclusion I will stop. So I won't really continue. I didn't really get into it as I intended to, so in a way it stopped even before it became a thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna... This is like the pulling the plug video, and me stating it out that I'm pulling the plug on my own stupid ass project that I thought of. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. If those things ever become a thing, okay, cool, more power to you, Blizzard. If not, I totally understand. Hope I don't get some flame for it, but I'm just, you know, I'm just a guy, I'm just a kid, I'm just, you know, I am a mature person, but I'm still a kid inside. So we are allowed our dumb ideas, and sometimes from dumb ideas come great ideas, but that's besides the point. So like I said, coming back a little bit onto my YouTube projects, I am slowly starting to get to a point where everything's going to come a little bit more together. And for YouTube projects, I still have a lot in store for them. However, I know it takes a lot of time, effort, and resources to do specific things. Now, I also am luckily intelligent enough, I guess, to realize that I don't possess most of those things at this current state of mind. So what I should be focusing on is the things that I can do. And in the future, I can still put all of my projects like inside this project bag, which is, you know, like something like a notebook, and just writing everything down and keeping them like something that you can go back to and revise whenever you have the resources for it. So resource and knowledge is something that you acquire in time. Why do I say resource? Well, first of all, for video editing, for instance, you're gonna need good software. Good software runs on a good computer. A good computer is a lot of money. Okay, so that's fictional material, whatever. You know, just work hard to get a lot of money and buy the things that you need to work with. Then you actually need to have time to work on that, get your materials, as in video footage. That's another thing. You need good lighting, good cameras, good sound, whatever it is more than that you actually need for your project. Maybe costumes, maybe you know, having something behind you, green screen maybe. Those are all things that you can gather in time, but you need a specific I don't know, a specific setup for a specific quality and specific things that you really want to do. Now, the other thing is knowledge. You won't hit just a button and record, and everything's going to look like you imagine it. That's not how it works. That's pretty much not how it's going to work. Now, you can sit down and hire a video editor. You can send the footage that you make to someone else and they can work on your project as well. But if you want to do everything yourself, you're going to have to dedicate the time and effort to actually learning a lot of software, a lot of hacks, so to say, video hacks that you're not gonna know. You're going to have to study them. You're going to have to make trials and errors. You're going to be frustrated when things don't go the way you want them to, and you're going to lose a lot of time and a lot of footage, so to say, in the process. But it'll make for a learning experience, and you're going to go forth and forth and forth. Now, why I say I don't have either of those is because I don't. I don't have the time to sit and beat my head into the table until I have a keyboard written on my forehead, because my PC won't do all those things as fast as I would want them to, or it doesn't really allow me to. Now, I can still do a couple of smaller projects, which is what I'm going to focus on now, I guess, and learn little basic stuff. But I don't have to worry about putting every little thing on this channel or on the internet, because that's not really what the content should be. You don't want to see my small little baby steps. You want to see more like a huge gigantic step and something to show for it, which I think is fine. Other than that, like I said, we're slowly focusing more on what it is that we are doing on the channel. So right now we're focusing a lot on Twitch, being able to go live, having a schedule that we can relate to. I'm starting to get not as frustrated about, being that person, because it is kind of like a job, but I don't want to see it as a job. I want to be consistent, but I want to be consistent for myself and for my viewers. I don't want to feel like I'm obligated to doing that because I set myself to a goal that is, it has its ups and downs. So we're doing that, we're streaming, we're having fun, we're slowly growing our community. I guess time, dedication, and perseverance. Also, a lot of patience is the virtue that you need in being successful on Twitch. Now, I'm not saying I'm successful on Twitch in the way that you would think that a big streamer like Ninja is successful on Twitch, or any other streamer. Okay, maybe I went a little bit overboard from zero to hero, but you get the idea. You can be successful. Yeah, you can be successful on Twitch even with 2 or 3 viewers, as long as those viewers are really into your content and you're having a lot of fun engaging with them. It's basically like going out into, a LAN party, right? You're there with your friends and you're having fun. That's pretty much it, right? So, slowly getting there. I had a lot to learn. Now, with YouTube, I had multiple things that I got into, and I learned a lot of things from those, and I branched out. So I pretty much branched out, and now I'm starting to branch in, I guess, and focusing more on specific things. Now, like I said, streaming is one thing, and combining streaming with YouTubing is a little bit difficult, because they don't really go together, on one level, but they actually do go well together in a way. Now, I do like having the idea of having all of my past broadcasts on YouTube as a platform, because they are there forever. it doesn't really matter. I can always go back in a couple of years, and if I want to see my dumbass face what I was doing back in 2018 while playing Hearthstone, I can do that. If I dedicate specific time only for YouTube material, that is also really engaging, but that takes a lot more to make engaging than just pressing the record button. Because if you're not 100% in there, I mean, you could script it out, you can edit the video and cut specific boring parts or misplays or misspoken things out so you can make the video more snappy, more consistent, more attractive in a way. If you want to keep it real like I am doing right now, like I'm not editing shit. Fuck editing, okay? Fuck editing right now. I don't care about editing. I like the idea of editing, but for specific projects, for specific things, because that, in that way, is your entire project, and it makes sense. However, what I'm doing and when I'm playing and when I'm engaging with my viewers and whatnot, I guess, you can't edit that. That is something real that has to remain real, at least from my point of view. So in that case, I'm pretty much focused, okay? I'm pretty much just using my YouTube channel for now. So we're going to transform it basically into an archive of our entire past broadcasts, I guess. And slowly as we, I guess, we advance with the whole concept of what it is that is NibletK on the internet, we will advance the archives as well. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of time and effort and dedication as well, and it's probably gonna take me even more kind of silly ass projects that might be hit and miss. Some of them might actually end up being something, some of them might end up being just something that is in there and I can reflect on, you know, in the future. I can reflect on and look at myself and see that was a bad thing, but I learned from that. So whatever it is that I am doing, or we are doing, I guess, we're trying to learn from everything. So whenever you're going to see something on my channel specifically that has maybe nothing to do or is really new and is out of place, I guess, from what is consistent on the channel, don't be scared. It's just, ooh, the sun is coming in. God damn. Okay. Slowly vanishing into thin sunlight. So yeah, what was I saying? Okay, I kind of forgot my idea because of the sun. But yeah, don't be scared if things come new and seem out of place. It's just something that we're trying out, or I'm trying out, and yeah, just learning things. If you guys have any comments, always appreciate a good comment. You know, critique is really something that helps you grow as a character, as a person. So I'm definitely looking forward to those. Other than that, I would like to wish each and every one of you a great day. And thank you guys for listening to my nonsense as usual. Yeah. Thank you guys again. I'll see you guys in the next time. In the next time, yeah, in the next video, next time, in the next video. You got what I mean, in the next time. Woo! Yeah, that's a great statement. Well done.